Let's go crypto investing and its morning update here. You can see the dollar opened up last night, up 0.5%, and is up to 104.761, right? And what we're going to watch out for is what we were talking about last week, right? Figuring there was a dollar pump. You can see now we're coming up to this old high in the dollar, the regional high in black at 104.73. So we're going to see if this blows by this and makes a run at 110, or if it gets rejected a little bit and starts to trade back down in a consolidation as it's pumped up to a regional high, right? So that's very important. If the dollar breaks this area and continues up to say 107 to 110, crypto is going to dip below $20,000, and the stock market's going to be down another 5,000 points, right? And you can see this morning in the stock market, the futures are down 344 points. If we go, ooh, look at that, we go to March. This is something to take note of. Look at March 2023 Dow Jones futures, up 1,300 points. So there might be a rally coming. If the dollar gets rejected up there at 105 of its previous high from about a month ago, you could see a little bit of a relief rally in the stock market and crypto. We're going to take note of that. Take note of that. The Dow futures for March 2023 are up 1,300 points, or 4.5%. The futures for September 2022 are down 95, right? So we're going to pay attention to that, as that might be an early indicator of a reversal coming today. And as you can see, crypto got beat down last night, just like we thought it would. But knowing what we know about the stock market there, you can see we finally broke that white support zone, breached that regional low, and then we're coming pretty close down to that blue ring, or the green ring down there, right? But we're going to pay attention, because there could be a subtle reversal and a strong reversal in the stock market and in crypto from these depressed states for the last 3 or 4 days that gave back all these little gains that we had. If those futures continue to trade upward and the dollar gets a brief rejection at 104, 105, where it's at now, but current time frame, your major underneath support is this green ring at 21,140, and on any kind of pump, right, if we can get some kind of turnaround today or tomorrow, your first rejection point would be up here at that white support zone. You can see how the moving averages are right there too. So 28,246 would be a rejection on the upside, and 21,114 is support on the downside, right? Luna continues to get hammered. I advise against everybody from buying that. Ethereum has collapsed too, and you can see we're coming down to that $1,028 target, right? We've been all on top of Ethereum for quite some time now, well over a year, since Ethereum was at $4,000, and we had an underneath target of Ethereum of sub $500. Everyone was calling me crazy, right? And now you can see Ethereum is down to 1,028. Could there be a bounce on that 1,028? Yeah, there could be. You can see what we're talking about. There's a green ring right there, and it's got support back here on the previous green ring, right? So you could get a bounce at 1,028. But Vincenzo's been all on top of this again for the last year, telling you that this coin had a long way to go down because it was pumped up in the hype train, right? And that's exactly what's going on now, as the coin's down 70% from its high, roughly, right? So we're going to keep an eye on that. Dogecoin, I've been telling you, at the bottom part of the last line of defense. So could there be a bounce at about this 5-cent level? There could, and you can try to make a run back to the upper part of the last line of defense. But if you break the last line of defense, you're coming down to 2 cents. And this is another coin, old Vincenzo, back during the hype train with the Elon Musk and the Jeff Bezos and his rocket ships and all that nonsense. Way back there. We told you this coin was going to be back below 1 cent one day, and all of the YouTube hustlers and fleecers, no matter who you look at back then, go look at those critical 10 days surrounding Elon Musk and Saturday Night Live. Old Vincenzo, back when he was starting, was the only company and the only Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing giving you impartial, objective views, saying that when it was 64 cents and Elon was about to take the stage, we told you that was the top, and this coin would go below 1 penny before it hit $1. And now we're sitting at 5 cents, right? Old Vincenzo's nailed it, and all these YouTube charlatans and the people that irrationally bought this coin, like a lot of people out here at work last year, they're all down 80 to 90%. Old Vincenzo tried to warn them. They did not heed Old Vincenzo's warning, and they've essentially turned $10,000 into about $950 now, right? So not a very good trade by them. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And the Doge. Everyone loves the Doge, right? And now you can see XRP It's all the way down here at 29 cents. Yes, you heard that correctly. 29 cents. XRP has wicked down to, and it is awfully close to that symmetrical triangle target that we called and took a lot of flack last September, October, November when XRP was floating between 130 and 160, or 130 and 125 and 145, 150, telling you we had a 20-cent underneath target, and we're almost there 3.5, 4 months, 6 months later. Now it's mid-June. Wow, almost a year later. Holy shit. Amazing that it takes that long. But we're almost there now, and it's amazing. And another phenomenal call by Vincenzo. And all of you people that didn't want to hear it with XRP going to 19 cents, following all these YouTube charlatans, well, you're getting beat down and getting beat down hard. At this point, down 90%. And it's got a long way that it can potentially go down still. Could it get a bounce at the top part of the last line of defense rate about 30 cents? It could. And then you would look at the moving averages for rejection, right? So the coins are bearish, but there could be a subtle turnaround here this week. If the dollar gets rejected at 104, 105 and trades down for a few days, it could initiate the stock market to go up. And then we've been linking the stock market and the Fed, but the Fed talks. But what I've noticed with the Fed, and what I would pay attention to, is when the Fed talks, usually if they say they're only going 50 basis points Wednesday, which is what I believe they're going to do, and they say 75 basis points are off the table for July's rate hike, you could see a nice pump, which is I've noticed what's happened after the previous 2 rate hikes. The Fed talks, the market expects what the Fed says, the Fed doesn't go any more hawkish, and the market hears what it thought it was going to hear and priced in, and then you get a relief rally. So we're going to watch out for a relief rally this week, Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday, especially Wednesday at 2 Central, 3 Eastern, when the Federal Reserve talks, right? So we're going to watch out for that, and we're going to keep you up to date and on top of all the latest breaking news. As the Fed has a big week, crypto's got a big week, the stock market's got a big week coming up on a lot of things that potentially could happen, and I'm going to be on top of it for you and bringing you the latest breaking news on the cryptocurrency sphere. As we've had coins collapsing, we've had stock markets rolling over, inflation ranging out of control, and a lot of the people on MSNBC, CNN, the mainstream media, and on here on YouTube just still can't quite figure out what's going on, even though Bitcoin went from 68,000, threatening to collapse below 20, and I believe by the end of the year, Bitcoin will be sub 10,000, XRP could be sub 10 cents, and Dogecoin will be sub a penny, right? And all the rest of these coins will be down 80 to 99% in an up and down fashion. As you can see, it continues to be depressed. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll keep updating you for any kind of subtle bounces that are possible and maybe happen this week. Peace and love. Peace and love.